Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good. Have you ever had a terrible nightmare and woke up the next morning thinking, oh my God, what if that were to actually happen? And that got me thinking, like, wow. So it happened to me a couple weeks ago. I had a terrible nightmare that a zombie apocalypse hit. And I turned on the news, and the newscaster briefed everybody in the town of Millville, let's just say, that's where I'm from, that we had 30 minutes to boogie on out before these zombies hit, right? So it's chaos, and ran outside. And guess what? I had a flat tire. And that got me thinking, like, how many people, especially my age, really know how to change a flat tire? Everybody just, Googles whoever or calls somebody, AAA. They have some kind of roadside service. So I did a little research myself, and I came up with a couple of things. AAA published a customer service satisfaction study that they did in November of 2015, and their results came, 1 out of 5 of their millennial drivers ages 18 to 34 claimed that they would have no idea what to do, and 90% of their customers ages 35 to 54 claimed that they would know what to do. 97% of them were men, 68% were women, and they respond to about 4 million flat tires per year. That's a lot. And also CBS News released an article in 2012. Cheap car insurance conducted a survey of over 2,000 people. Similar results. 42% said that they would know what to do. Most of them were baby boomers, again the same age of the men before, 35 to 54. And the lowest scoring were the millennials, saying that they would call daddy. Active Tools as well is another resource, saying 27% of their calls are tire-related emergencies. 7 flats occur every second. That's over 220 million per year. So the average response time for roadside assistance is about 1 to 3 hours, depending on the time of day, your location, is it a holiday weekend, what's going on. So that's kind of crazy when that's basic driver education that's being eliminated out of public schools. So I will brief you on how to go about changing a flat tire once you hear that pop. Okay? Sorry, don't deduct points. This is so hard. Okay, so once you hear that pop, press your hazard lights, pull over to the side of the road, give yourself room on a flat paved area, and pop your trunk and your hood. This will alert a little bit more attention in case you need further assistance besides the flat tire. Once you go to your trunk, lift up the mat. You should have your spare tire, a jack, and also your lug wrench. Okay? And if you don't have wheel blocks, not everybody will, you can use big cylinders or rocks on the side of the road to secure the other 3 tires, the ones that aren't flat. Then if you have a hubcap, you can pop it. A screwdriver might come in handy here, but you can use probably the lug wrench as well. And start loosening the lug nuts, okay? Counterclockwise, but don't remove them all the way. Then you're going to get your jack, and under the frame of the car, make sure you place it. There should be a little lip. It's also called a pinch flange. It will sit securely under it and start pumping the car up. Then once the car is up, you want it high enough, about 6 inches, to be able to pull the flat tire off and be able to put your spare tire on. Okay? And turn the jack handle clockwise to raise the car. So once the car is high enough, you can finish with the lug wrench, removing the lug nuts, okay? And then you can pull the flat tire off the axle and slide your spare tire on. You're going to finger tighten the lug nuts back on in a crisscross pattern, okay? You don't, make sure they're on the groove the right way. You don't want to strip them. Okay, so now you're going to turn the jack handle counterclockwise so the vehicle is no longer elevated. And you can use the wrench to finish tightening all the lug nuts clockwise, okay? Make sure that you're doing that start just to ensure equal tightness all the way through them all. You can always refer to your owner's manual too. That'll give you things. And then that's it. And you release the jack all the way and pack up your things and you are good to go. So my conclusion is, I ask you, now that you know a brief run through of how to do it, where would you fall if you were to take one of those surveys? Have you checked your spare tire? Is it inflated? And now, are you going to practice? And what would you do if a zombie apocalypse hit? Would you be able to change your tire? Thank you.